Hi everyone, this is Cherry BX. Thank you for watching my channel. Please take time to go subscribe. I'm very new on YouTube, trying to make the most views, the more subscribers. If you do not follow yet, go follow my Instagram. This is where the spicy stuff at, and all the links are on my bio. I'll put it right down below. So, this story time is gonna be about my true horror story tattoo and tattoo removal. As you can see, I have no visible tattoo right now, but it wasn't always the case. So I was 14 years old. I know 14 is very young. We basically had a friend, me and my high school boyfriend. He was a little bit older and he had friends even older than him. So this guy was like 19, 20 years old and he was out of jail. And then it was like, hey, I can tattoo you for free. It was only his like 5th tattoo ever. He had sterile material, so at least it wasn't risky for the needle or anything, but still. I did that at 14 years old and I didn't know what to get tattooed. It was evening and we were watching the stars. I was like, let me just get 1 star, right? 1 star in my back right here. So he's like, fine. He does 1 star. And I'm like, this is so awkward. I just have 1 star in my back. Like there's no pattern, there's no nothing. Just do like 2 more to do something. He does like 2 more. And now I'm like, it's so crazy. It looks like a triangle of stars. It just doesn't make sense. I told him, do whatever as long as it looks good. And so I fell asleep. I know I'm very high pain tolerance on my back. Wonder why. And I woke up with 36 stars. 36. Yeah. Safe to say I wore t-shirt and sweater and everything I could wear for at least a year. My parents found out when I was 15 the next summer because I wasn't thinking about it anymore. That's when they actually found out and they were like, what the fuck? I got grounded for a long time. A long time. And I didn't think it was fair because I was like, chill, it's been a year, you know? And they were like, what? It's even worse. It's even worse. Yeah. Anyways, they really didn't like it, and I also didn't like it. But then since they found out, I asked them permission to go do it again because it was ugly. You know, it was from a guy who did 5 tattoos in his whole life and half of it was in gel. So it was super ugly. It had no pattern on it. It was just like so ugly. And I was a minor, so I had to have my parents' signature to actually go to the tattoo shop, the real one. My dad said no, and my mom also said no. And they said, your permission for doing that stuff is that we're not gonna let you do anything for another like year or 2 years, and you gotta live with that ugly stuff. So I had half of my back with an ugly ass tattoo for about 2-3 years. When I turned like 16, boo-boo, stop. When I turned like 16 or 17, that's when I actually went to the professional shop and like he relined everything. He tried to do some shadows in it, and that's how it ended up. It wasn't bad. It also wasn't cute. I love tattoos that are really, really feminine, like the small ones and stuff, but I had that on my back. So yeah, I'm a pet lover, as pretty much everyone knows. And actually, so that's my back tattoo story to how I got it first. Second tattoo, I actually got it the first summer that my parent grounded me, I think. I did it again. I was about 15 now. Wrong story again. Did it with the same guy I was with. It was good. It wasn't a bad tattoo. It was just like a dog paw. There's nothing wrong with it and it was well done. but I also did some kind of like tribal under, and it turned out really bad. It wasn't cute. The dog paw was well done, but not the tribal. So anyways, I didn't want it covered. And when I was 19, 20, I had more money and I was like, whatever, right? Just let me get rid of everything, because those are dumb tattoo. I'm not into tattoos anymore. I like tattoos on a man actually, but on a woman, I think it's not feminine, except those little like tattoo here and there, like little tiny tattoo kind of thing. I really like those. That's it. That's it usually for the most part. Some girls really go along with the style, but I don't think I can have like the tiny tattoo style or the no tattoo style. So anyways, on me, it wasn't it. I got 2 consultations, one at Epiderma in Quebec, but then I was living in Quebec City. I also found a place online called Bye Bye Tattoo. That's when it's starting to get bad. The epiderma scared me. We're burning your skin with the laser, and that's how we're removing the tattoo. So you're gonna have to like stick out of the sun and this and that, and it's gonna be painful. I really didn't want that. So I was scared. I also wanted to do it, but I was so scared. I just went to the other consultation, which was close to Montreal, about an hour away. And I went there. I sat down with a girl, and she said, I can do your side tattoo, which was the dog paw and the weird tribal, for $1,000. And it's not gonna be more painful than actually getting the tattoo. And you're gonna have like 2-3 weeks without putting it in the water, and just like, you know, everything should be gone in 1 or 2 treatment. While epiderma, the laser stuff, told me it was about 10 times every 2 months. It's 2 years almost. So I was like, let me just do it. I took out the $1,000 right away. We did it on spot. That's how it looked right after. Yeah. I was like, is it normal? And she was like, yeah, that's perfectly normal. It was basically acid. I didn't know, but it was glycolic acid that they were putting on your skin. This technique still exists. Please do not do it to yourself. It's so high risk. I followed all the recommendation and everything, but it was really like a bad burn. I don't have that much sensitive skin, at least, but it got bad. It got really bad. This is what it looked like 2 weeks after. I called her, then I texted her, and I was like, is it normal? And it's like, yeah, that's such a good news that it's black right now. She told me it's really a good thing what's going on right now. It's just like taking in the white, and the white is taking all the ink out. And when this is gonna fall, this crust is gonna fall, it's all gonna fall with the ink, and there's gonna be no more ink. I'm like, perfect, let's make it black, you know? So I still protect it from the water, from the sun, from everything. It was kind of painful because we had like low-rise jeans, and it was like on here. Yeah, it was summertime, so at least I was wearing like only sundresses and stuff. But even then, it was just like bothering me. I couldn't like go to the pool or like expose this part. Anyway, trigger warning, literally trigger warning, everyone. This is gonna be the disgusting part. It was to my flesh, literally to my flesh. It was really, really, really painful, and so itchy. I never felt something like itching more than that in my whole life. And there's nothing you can do. You can only like, you know, a little bit, tap it a little bit like that. Not even like crazy. Otherwise, it's not gonna be good for the healing. And if you scratch it, you're gonna take the crust out, which is gonna leave scars. It was an awful 2-3 months. It ended up being 2-3 months. I kept texting her and emailing her, and it was just like worse and worse. And then it was, anyways, that's how it healed after, let's say, 2-3 months. Yeah, I wasn't happy with the result. Ink it got away. Yeah, for sure, because my skin was burnt to another level, but I definitely had a scar. Then it's about that time that I discovered that she got sued, but many clients got not lucky, not as lucky as me. Trust me, it was luck what happened. I'll put the article over there. It's in French. Her business closed. I think she's still active actually, but in under another company name. There's a few more that do glycolic acid. Just don't do it. Do the 2-year process. Doesn't worth it. Really don't. So I did that. Then after I did, I waited maybe a year. That's how it got after a year. Then I did micro needling on it. I did all kind of like laser resurfacing treatment on it, and it didn't work out to get the scar out. So I didn't know what to do, and this scar was quite ugly, to be honest. And it was a little bit keloid scars. Like, I still have a weird skin texture at this area. So what I did is that I went to the actual tattoo removal, laser tattoo removal. I got it done. I had almost no ink left. I think it took 3 or 2 sessions. Everything was gone. This is before after. This is the video of me doing it. Painful? Yes. Does it worth it? 100%. I was still left with the scar, but no ink. Now I decided to do a tattoo over it and start fresh, because I didn't want no tattoo. I don't like big tattoo, like I said in the beginning. But what choice do I have? What choice do I have here? If I don't do it, then I'm left with like a weird keloid scar. So at this point, I'm better to do my research, get something I really like, and get a tattoo. This is what it turned out to be. I like it. I did it in Toronto with an artist named Stickwell. She's really great with dot works. That's what I was looking for. That's how I found her. And yeah, till this day, I like it. I would rather be tattoo free, but it's better than a scar, and I'm stuck with a scar. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Then, to continue with the backstory. After doing laser on the hip, I found out that it was working well, it wasn't dangerous, so my PTSD kind of got away. And I was like, let me do my full back. So I did the full back. It took about 8 sessions to be where I am. First one was the most impressive. It went from super dark to it hurts so much, especially when you have dark ink. It's insanely painful, but it's also really fast. For my 36 stars, I think it was about at very most 20 minutes, and I had breaks in between because it was too painful, so they were like putting cold hair on it to kind of freeze it. I was also numbing myself with some cream before that they gave me. So I was numbing myself, putting saran wrap on my back before every session, and it was great. It was great. It worked. It worked well. After 8 sessions, I'm left with almost anything, just like a shadow a little bit, just enough so people, like when they get close, they ask if I have a bruise or something. It's not done. I think I still can get 1 or 2 more sessions. It's just not bothering me. And I'm also taking a lot of like sun vacation these days. And you cannot put it to the sun for at least a month or 2. Then you can also have a recovery. I'm a content creator. So I'm just like not bothered anymore enough to the point to do it. When the ink is very dark, it's easy to just like take it out. but when it's very light, like mine is right now, it's hard, and there's some part that might always be like a little bit like ghost stars. We'll see. It's not bothering me, like I said, but I do edit it, or when I have filters on and everything, it doesn't appear. On certain lighting, it just doesn't appear. And the cost of it, I paid laser. They had a minimum fee of $150, so it was $150 Canadian to remove the 2 to 3 other sessions. It was 1 session every 2 months, and the other one, it was $300 per session. I think now I'm paying a little bit less, like $150, $180 per session, because it's very light and it's easier to do than the full one. It's also faster because the less it hurts, the less break, the less cold you have to put on it. So that's my horror story. I don't think I'm gonna ever get another tattoo. To be honest with you, I really like the fact that I'm blank except this one. I think I might do a little like sentence here, little tiny one at some point. I think it's cute, and I think it would balance to be on both sides. It's the only thing I'm kind of open to, but yeah, it got me PTSD. I'm traumatized for sure. And really be careful with this lady. I didn't sue her. I could sue her, just especially with my job. And like I was a model back then too. I was modeling. I had contracts. It fucked up some of my contracts. If you're thinking about doing anything else than laser, just don't do it. And especially if it's acid glycolic, it's awful. I forgot to say, this is my healing process from the laser. This is what it looks like the day after. And this is what it looks like, let's say like a week after. It kind of hurts, but you put polysporin on it, it's okay. It's just, you know, I cannot obviously sleep on my back. But that's it. It's very it's okay. You know, I would say pen is definitely one of the sharpest pain I felt in my life, but it's also not that bad in the sense where if you do it straight at one time, the half of my back, I think I could do it maybe in 5 minutes top. But I take little breaks and I'm sensitive and all whatnot. I went to a dermatologist that specializes in tattoo removal. That's my horror tattoo story. I think my next video is either gonna be about my trip, because I'm actually leaving for Jamaica, or it's gonna be about my exotic pets, because I have a few of them. Let me know what you think in the comment, and yeah, I hope this helped your research. I really hope it helps give you confidence for the laser to do it. I think it's amazing. Or discourage you for doing glycolic acid. Just don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Please go subscribe. I'm trying to get my followers up on YouTube so I can make YouTube videos more often. Don't forget to follow my Instagram and all the links in bio.